Hello everybody, it is Calxiyn here. If you guys enjoy this video, you guys should become patrons over on Patreon. So, I'm not sure what I'm going to title this yet. Also subscribe, because we do RWBY videos like every day. But I basically kind of want to talk about Maria's influence and how she's sort of related to every member of the team. And let me explain. So, she's related to RWBY in the sense that
she also comes from an amazingly wealthy mining family.
No. So she's related to RWBY in the sense that she has the silver eyes, right?
So
and that's something that they share. In a sense, it's that, oh, like, you were a silver-eyed warrior once, she's gonna teach RWBY, like, that's sort of a connector that they both have in terms, I don't want to say a foil, because they're not necessarily opposites, but they're related, there's similarities. For Yang, Maria lost her eyes like Yang lost her arm, and Yang chose to keep fighting, so that's Maria's connection to Yang, and how she, I don't think necessarily mentor is the right word, but that's how she's connected to Yang. I'm just gonna use the word connected, right? So, she's connected to Yang because she lost her eyes and Yang lost her arm, but Yang decided to keep fighting. That's why I think the camera pans to some of you are already stronger than me, because Yang lost her arm but continued anyway.
Yes.
So that's
I hadn't made that connection until you had pointed it out.
Yeah,
to me
so I think that's the other thing. The other connection is Blake, right? Maria went into hiding. She ran away. Yeah. And Blake did that as well, but Blake came back. So that's another connection between Maria and Blake, where again, it can, I don't want to say necessarily guidance, but it's just sort of the idea of you have this older woman who has all this experience and can mentor you, who has made the same mistakes as you. And so Maria is somehow related to all of the RWBY girls. And so the other thing is that for Weiss, I'm sort of debating on how this sort of relates, but you could say Weiss hasn't like cut her hair or changed her name or any of that, but Weiss also sort of ran away in a sense from her family and went into hiding, right? Like, she's escaping the Schnee Dust Company, and her idea was to just tag around with Team RWBY and sort of go, I don't want to say undercover, but you know, into hiding. I love how
you, for a moment, did this with your hand, like underground.
You know what I mean? And so
similar
I feel like that's
to
how
Weiss,
she could
Maria
connect to
is
Weiss.
a burrowing badger. When terrified, she imagine a star-nosed badger faunus.
Oh god. You know what I'm saying?
Just a bunch of tentacles.
You know what I'm saying, though? That it's sort of the idea of, like, Maria ran away. That's the Blake connector. She lost her eyes. That's the Yang connector. She had silver eyes. That's a RWBY connector. For Weiss, I feel like it's a bit more nuanced. It's sort of the idea of leaving sort of your past behind. Weiss left her past behind as the heiress of the Schnee Dust Company to be a huntress. Maria left her past behind of being a huntress, you know, to being whatever she was sort of after. So that's sort of the Weiss connection. But maybe there's something about Maria we don't know yet that could connect her to Weiss in a better way, right? Like, maybe Maria also had a family that she abandoned to be a huntress, like, to be a silver-eyed warrior, and that's why, you know, she's sort of out on her own and she was fighting, and that's what Weiss is doing. That would be a better connector for their relationship, if you guys understand what I'm saying. And then, with Crow, he idolized Maria. Like, he was like, I built my weapon after yours. I wanted to be as good as you. You were the Grim Reaper. Like, Crow wanted to be that. And so that's his connection.
And I also feel like RWBY learned the scythe from
Crow. So it's that sort of pass-me-down.
So, like, even Maria. She is affected without even knowing of it.
Exactly.
By this influential huntsman.
I don't know about Oscar yet. And I don't know.
They both have
about
fine,
Ozpin,
freckly cheeks.
but I feel like Ozpin is connected to Maria somehow because his children.
They're both ancient.
Okay, yeah, but his children in his IT life both have silver eyes, and so our theory is that it's possible that the silver eyes was a biological sort of trait that Ozpin passed down when he was in the bodies, like some sort of magical thing. So basically, when he made a baby with Salem, the kids both had magic because they were both magic people, but when he made a baby with a normal person, the power sort of manifested differently into having silver eyes instead. So I guess the idea would sort of be, like, in regards to that, is that his connection to Maria is sort of lineage, is that, you know, they're somehow related, but also I feel like Ozpin would have known Maria as a silver-eyed warrior, if that makes sense. So I feel like that's their connection, and for Oscar, it may be a case of just, like, being a part of that, like, being a part of sort of having that knowledge, like, of, like, hey, like, this is, like, your job now, Oscar, is to sort of, like, manage, like, the maidens and the silver-eyed warriors, because that's what Ozpin was doing, right? And so it may sort of, that's how Oscar's connected. But I feel like we'd need to know more about Oscar and his, like, inner thoughts right now to sort of say, like, oh, like, this is how Oscar connects with Maria, because not all these connections are clean.
Yes.
But all of the cast out of Team RWBY Oscar and Crow somehow have some sort of connection to Maria that is meaningful for everyone's character development, I think. For Blake, it's the running away. And, like, I feel like Yang and Blake are going to have a conflict later in the season, or at least a talk, right? Because we get a hint of that at the bar.
Not only that,
right?
but from Maria, it probably... That's why she's so hopeful for, like, she mentions the younger generation, because when she looks out at Team RWBY and also Crow, probably more Team RWBY, she sees people who experienced the same sort of trouble she did, but grew stronger from it.
And so, I feel like that's going to help with the Blake and Yang conflict later on. Like, Yang is going to say that she didn't care about, like, her arm, right? It's gone now. She cared about Blake being there. And Blake's going to be sorry for running away. And so that's sort of, like, the Maria sort of connection. Is even when she got her eyes back, like, Yang got her arm back, she was too scared to fight. Yang wasn't too scared to fight. So that's sort of the opposite sense in there. With RWBY, the Silver Eyes. With Weiss, it may be a case of, like, abandoning, like, your past, I don't want to say career, because that sounds lame, but your past destiny. Like, your past destiny to be the huntress, maybe, your past destiny to be the heiress, but then it's sort of the other way around, where Weiss abandoned her heiress-ship to be a huntress, whereas Maria abandoned her huntress duty to be, I guess, just a regular civilian and all that stuff.
Whereas Weiss... That's the
Weiss
idea.
dived into being a huntress, whereas Maria dived out. And so I feel like that's a very it's just interesting how she's somehow connected to all of the cast somehow, right? And I don't think that Juniper sort of applies. I'm sure that we could find some sort of correlation, like that Maria is was ready to give up her life to be a huntress. That's what happened to Pyrrha. You know what I mean? Like, if we knew more about her backstory, maybe she's a lot similar to John, where she wasn't a fighter at first. She didn't know how to use her silver eyes, but she got better. Maybe it could also be a case of Ren and Nora's sort of backstory of, like, they escaped hardship and, like, stayed together. Like, you know what I mean? Like, we don't know if she necessarily applies to everybody, but her having connections to Team RWBY, Crow, and Oscar does make the most sense. And I think that's super interesting. Like, that... I guess I just picked up on it, like, oh, like, there's a trait that every one of the characters has that was either shown in Maria's backstory to some extent, or is just, you know, manifesting itself. And it's so interesting to see sort of Maria be like, hey, like, I went through basically all of your problems, but you guys were, like, much stronger than me, and that gives me hope and all that. And I think this is good, because I feel like that, even though RWBY's probably gonna get some one-on-one time with Maria, like, learning how to use the Silver Eyes, I feel like it's equally as important for her to talk to Yang and Blake. Like, what if she's the one who mediates Yang and Blake's little lover spat, if that makes sense? Like, what if she's the one in the middle being like, hey, I understand both your sides because I went through both of them, right? And so she can be like, she doesn't care about her arm, she cares about you. She doesn't care about, or she came back to you and she felt bad about running away. Like, she just points at them and explains all their points and is like, now kiss and make up, like, let's go, right? I really would want her to do that.
You've got places to be.
Or if Weiss has a sister conflict with Winter, like we're predicting, like, I just want her to mentor everyone. Like, I want her to somehow have one-on-one time and give advice to everyone, because she's been there. Like, she's literally been there, done that. You know what I mean? And so I think that that's just interesting. At least that's interesting for me, is to sort of see the possibility in, like, you know, everybody in the group gets some one-on-one time with Maria. I also think because of that, she is at risk for death, right? For Crow to see his idol die, right? For RWBY to have this lady that taught her how to use her powers die. For this, you know what I mean? Like, sort of all of that. Like, I feel like that she's definitely at risk, and I could see her sacrificing herself in order to protect RWBY or someone else from Cinder and Neo. So I definitely see that being a possibility in the future. Or even just, like, what if Adam comes back and Maria's just like, not on my fucking watch, you cocksucker. Like, she just, like, hates Adam or whatever, you know what I mean?
Maria to call Adam a cocksucker.
I mean, I couldn't think of anything else in that moment.
You motherfucker. That would be crazy if RWBY has a show.
No, you don't, Adam! Like, you know what I mean?
No, you don't, Adam, you cocksucker. Like,
I couldn't think of anything else. I'm sorry. You know what I mean, though?
Yeah, I really like, I don't know, man. Just, Maria looks like maybe the type of person that, like, in her feistier moments,
what
just
would
calls
she call,
people cocksuckers.
What else would she call him? What do they call Joffrey? Like, if anything, like, from Game of Thrones, like, does anybody have, like, a, like...
I feel like Tyrion
Not this time, you piss baby, like, just like how Maria talks to Adam.
I feel like Tyrion would have called him, like, a twat or something.
That's not
or
very powerful.
I feel like,
in terms of, like...
I feel like,
you know?
Oberyn Martell. No, not the Tyrell, old lady Tyrell.
Yeah.
She called him a twat or something one time.
I'll stick with cocksucker then. If anybody can think of anything
I really
else,
like cocksucker.
let me
I'm
know.
Not gonna lie.
Anyway,
I would love if it was like, you cocksucker, and then she looks at like John. It's just like, it's okay, honey. I didn't mean it like that.
Anyway.
And John's just like, wait a minute.
Anyway, I hope to see you guys later. I hope that you guys enjoyed our video that I don't know what I'm gonna call because this concept is just sort of not tangible, I guess, so I don't know what to call it.
We
An
are all
interesting
Maria.
fact about yeah, Team
We are
Ruby
all
is
Maria.
Murray. Anyway, I will see you guys later. Bye, guys. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you guys would like to support the channel further, if you guys want to see us make more videos, if you guys want some cool, awesome rewards, you guys should become patrons over on Patreon. Patrons on Patreon have a variety of different rewards, so some of them are being able to request videos from us, so you could ask for a shipping video, a theory video, and we'll do it. Some of the rewards have to do with early access, so getting a video a week earlier, past a week early, and stuff like that, but the most important reward is getting access, at least I think it's the most important reward, access to our Discord server where you guys can talk and hang out with us. It's lots of fun, so I hope that if you guys want to support the channel, that is the route that you will take, and I will see you in the next video. Bye.